Well, welcome back to Soaring Together. In this video, we continue with the 2023 National Heavy Duty Truck Rally in Hutchinson, Kansas. We want to show you more of the trucks and RV setups for your consideration if you are thinking about a HDT for your RV hauler. And we will also include the rigs of those who came looking to make a decision about this lifestyle. And we will take you on a tour of a custom travel home. All this right after our intro. Joining us at the 2023 National Heavy Duty Truck Rally is Robert and Julia, owners of Custom Travel Homes. Let's go now and take a tour of their home.
So we call these a travel home, and it's sort of a new RV category. Sometimes when we come into an RV park or resort, they look at us like, not sure about this. And so we have to explain the whole story and it is not a tiny house, right? And because that's the first thing we hear all the time. And the inspiration was a tiny house. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we looked at all the HGTV shows, and there's no surprise that we have some shiplapping there for Joanna Gaines, whatever. But tiny homes are built on wheels, but they are not engineered and designed to travel over time. They wouldn't last too long on the road and so forth. So we really had to sort of step back and say, what is it gonna take to put something on the road full time? We've been in the home that you see out there in the lot for 3.5 years full time. We put a little bit over 50,000 miles on it, and we don't even have a crack in the tile. There's a full tile shower, full tile backsplash, and this thing is built pretty stout.
We are here at the Heavy Duty Truck Rally, and I'm here today with Robert and Julia, and they're going to show us their nice home.
Custom Travel Homes.
Yeah, Custom Travel Home is the official business name.
Okay.
And it's
Yes.
a travel home, new
I know
RV
you
category.
told us in the seminar you're not a tiny home.
That's
That is
correct. Totally built, totally different.
Different.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to let Robert and Julia tell us about their home.
When we first designed and built the home, it was very important for us to center the kitchen around the home, if you will, right? So just because we love to entertain, we love to, that's where people congregate, even in a normal home. So let me show you around the things that we've designed and implemented in the home. We have our baking station, as you can see, my mixer, and we have lots of storage, and also more here. Where do I put my cast iron? Right in here. So, and the potatoes and onions, the pots and pans and other things in there. And then my coffee station and the toaster. Everything has its own spot, which makes it for a very clean, always, the kitchen. The, full-size dishwasher. Where do I put my paper towels and aluminum foil and all of that? We designed it so that I have everything put away. And garbage, recycle bin, more storage. And where do I put my knives and cutting boards? And then my refrigerator is here, and it goes all the way to here. So it's very deep, and I can put lots of things in there. But then I have the freezers, 2 freezers on this side. My steam oven, which I really enjoy cooking in a steam oven. The
Microwave.
no microwave.
Is it convection?
No. The convection. The steam oven has steam, obviously, convection, convection steam, convection humid, and many other things. But that's what we've got there. And then the, more storage up here. The spice rack. And then the ladder to reach the pantry, which is on this side. It's like 13 feet of pantry. And that's the kitchen. And then obviously more storage over here. We have this fan, and it's a Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen. So, I wanted it to be a chef's kitchen because, again, the cooking and entertaining. And this fan, when we put it on, and the doors are closed, it's so hard to even open the door because the suction just goes right up. So there's no smells or anything when I cook, and that was very important to us because it's such a small space. And so it works really, really well. And then again, that fan as well I love it because it's so quiet, as you can tell. And everyone comments on it. So it really does a nice job. And then if we go to the bathroom laundry area, there's a door here, right? And then it has a Miele washer and dryer. All storage here and above, even here and in here and in the medicine cabinet as well. And then I wanted a tiled bath shower, but tile, as you know, is very, very heavy. So this is mother of pearl tile, and it's very, very light and durable. So it works out really, really well. So for us, because we are totally off-grid, we don't have to hook up to anything, we chose a compost toilet. And people often say, oh my gosh, why wouldn't you use a regular toilet? But in the beginning, I was like, absolutely not. We're not going to have a compost toilet. But the more I researched, there's no smells, no nothing. And it's so easy. We don't have a black tank. But obviously, when we build these for people, if people want normal toilets, we put in normal toilets. But for us, because we're totally off-grid, we chose the compost toilet. Yes. So, and a sink. There's no slide, so we don't have to worry about, a lot of problems with slides. A lot of people told us that, and we felt that since we have this window wall combination, we open it up, and you really don't need slides. It's like we have the decks that go underneath, and it just makes it for a really nice open concept. In this model, the master bedroom is up top. It actually has pretty, it's pretty spacious up there, and considering, doesn't, if I go up, I mean, for us, this is really very convenient. I don't feel like I'm claustrophobic at all. And, I can easily sit here without any issues, right? And so Robert too. Robert is taller and not a problem. So, and we have storage in the back and on the floor. If you look in towards the front, there's his and hers closet as well. It goes all the way down to the floor, so I have my coats, dresses, suits, whatever. And then there's also storage underneath the cushions.
Yeah, so the, we talked about the vanity just for a second. So the vanity, up here, so we have this whole thing, obviously, is like a large storage area. And then what we did was with a fan up in here, automated fan with ducting all the way in the back. So when the temperature is different between these two, it automatically senses that and sends air that way. So equalizes it a little bit. Yeah, before we even step out of the kitchen, probably. So Julia talked about being 4 seasons, I think. Maybe
Yes.
not, but that is something that was very important for us. So all the floors are heated, electric heat. So we have 3 zones of heated floors, and you're standing right next to the wood stove, which is another unique feature. You don't see that often in a traditional RV, and so that's an option in our builds if you want that sort of. It does take room, obviously, but for us, it's in the wintertime, it's just great to have the live fire, and then this is actually an oven on the top, so we cook pizzas, breads, cookies, and so forth. So it works pretty nice. Then in this area, obviously we have the stairs and so forth. We actually, right here, we have a couple of yoga mats. And so in the mornings, we lay out 2 yoga mats in here, and we have a TRX system up there that we hook up. So we do our yoga session and our strength and workout sessions there every morning to keep ourselves. Storage space here, we got another closet. Obligatory wine fridge, have to have one of those. And then what we did here on this side was all the glasses and so forth are there so that they don't get cracked and so forth during travel. This here is, you can see the TV, which doubles as a screen for a computer, but I can pull this out and I will have a standing desk. A lot of times if I'm working, I might be down here. Julia might be up in the lounge area and work. But then when we're done and it's more like happy hour, then we can pull this off. Then we take this off the wall. That goes there, and now we have a bar top. So, again, multi-use of multiple things, and try to get as much as possible in the system.
We've been in this unit for 3.5, 4 years?
Yeah, 3.5 years.
3.5, 4 years.
Have you done any renovating as far as painting? Because everything looks brand new.
Yeah, luckily, what have we done? We've put in a new, screen, right? Because we normally didn't have, and the screen also goes from this side as well. I'm just short, but you get the idea.
We added that.
We added that. We changed the deck to make it easier to set up.
Yeah.
And
then we changed the exterior because we put
yeah, and we changed the exterior, and then the rest is all the same.
Yeah, but it's you know, it's interesting because we never RV'd before we did this, and then when we start going on the road and people are asking, you know, they come up and they say, how long have you been in this time? Well, 2-3 years. And they're like, well, okay, what's falling apart? What's breaking? And at first, I almost looked like, what are you trying to, you know, what are you trying to embarrass me or something? Well, like, I didn't understand why they would ask that question, but then as I'm learning more and more, that's.
Have you been in an RV?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, that's. But in the beginning, we didn't appreciate that question first,
Yeah.
but we've been very fortunate. I mean, we have, you know, 50,000 miles on in this rig,
Wow.
and there's not even a crack in the tile, you know, and so things have held up really well, and I think it's because of the structure. This is all steel framing, it's all closed cell foam insulation, it's all residential windows, and it's built to hurricanes and earthquakes, right? So it's sealed, it's completely wrapped with high performance building constructs, and that's what we felt was necessary to have a home really travel on the road. And so, you know, some of the other things that we have. So one of the things that's very different, I think, from ours, that we got a lot of feedback here, was the electrical system. So traditionally, RVs are 12-volt based system, even though people put in higher voltage batteries and other things, but they traditionally everything runs on 12 volt. And we have a 48-volt system, but we have a 220 panel, residential 220 panel. Everything runs off the batteries, and yes, we have a 50 amp plug, a 30 amp plug, and whatever we can plug into a 110 outlet, but that's only to basically trickle and charge the batteries. So everything runs off the batteries with a 220 system. So therefore all the residential appliances, our mini split, our oven, all of that can run all the time, and as long as we just have enough charge. So from March to October, we don't plug in usually. But in the wintertime, because we are such a winter in the cold weather, we do tend to plug in.
But if we followed the 70-degree weather, like many people do, we wouldn't have to plug in at all.
Not at all.
You know, but we ski, so we go to ski areas, and you know, that makes a difference.
When we want to watch TV upstairs, we basically devised this little system so that we could have the TV serve, again, multiple purposes. So we could stop it like halfway, maybe a little higher than this, and then we can actually watch it from the bedroom. Mm-hmm. Or we let it go all the way up. And this is a traditional TV lift system. It's a special one because it also has some extra features like the ability to rotate. So then it rotates around, and then we have our lounge area where we now can sit and watch TV. And the surround sound speakers and so forth. So that works out very nicely. Now you can see sort of that area. Right now it's sort of in the cocktail configuration with a small table. That table then rises up, and we can have a full dining table. We can have seat 8 people around it. So basically that U-shaped sofa, and then we have a couple of chairs right here, and we have 8 people. And then, and then we can also lower it all the way down, and then it becomes a queen bed. So that's our guest room, in a sense, when we have family over.
This is a closet. It's a his and hers closet. Well, this one is his. We like to keep that separate. And this one is hers.
Yeah, so
but it goes all the way
full
down.
length.
It goes all the way down. So I have coats, dresses, his suits, things of that sort. And then in here is also storage. And in here, because I do still work, I have, you know, an area where I can put all of the laptops and all the wires and whatever, you know. And then I just close it, and it becomes neat again. And then here, it's just, you know, a stairs to what we call our rooftop, and we do a lot of, you know, depending if the weather is nice, we just sit here with a glass of wine, you know, or our coffees in the morning.
Yeah.
It's very, you know, depending on where you are, it could be really, really peaceful, and it's just very enjoyable, and you know, it just has a different view. The view of the park in this case, but we have had so many nice spots where we've been watching sunsets and even sunrises. It just makes a huge difference. You know, we put a table over here and we spend a lot of time up here. And this is all solar panels. So we have 6 solar panels, and you know, it's more than plenty for us when it's nice weather, when it's, you know, sunny.
There's 6 300-watt panels, so we have 1,800 watts.
Yeah.
And today, on that same footprint, we could have gone with 450 panels, so we could have had another 900 watts of solar easily on the same footprint. Still have that deck in the middle area and so forth. So
It's amazing. Technology has just improved so much, even within the 4 years.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like it just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
lithium batteries. I mean, we have almost 22 kilowatts of battery power, and you know, at that point it wasn't a lot of choices. Now there's so many different ones, and better systems for managing them and so forth. So this obviously is one model, one design, but we do custom build. So it could be what you can imagine almost. I mean, we do fifth wheel travel trailers or
Yeah.
or toy haulers or whatever.
We did it.
We're excited. I think the reception here has been great. A lot of people with a lot of interest, and you know, we always start with what do you have to tow with, and depending on what you have, there are different limitations, and you have to design within it. But we can maximize based on that. With an HDT, there's less of those limitations.
Well, I want to thank Robert and Julia for showing us their home, lovely home.
Thank
Our
you.
pleasure.
And
Thank you.
I especially love all of your kitchen, with being able to hide all the kitchen
That's
gadgets.
right. That's
and,
very important.
Yeah, appliance garages, is that what
That's
they
right.
call them?
Yeah.
And everything is just lovely. And for you to have lived in this for 3 years, it looks like brand new.
Well, thank
Well, thank you.
Thank
She
you.
keeps on top of it and keeps me in check. So
Yeah, no, we put what we appreciated and what we liked into this build, and it works for us. So we're hoping that, you know, people will see this and find some inspiration.
And I'm sure any that you build for anyone will have all of your favorite touches to it. And
Thank you.
exactly what you would want. And
Yeah.
you've lived here, like we said, 3 years, so there may be some neat ideas that you've come up with that
Sure.
you would pass on to someone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's always
absolutely.
you always learn, and you go and see other people's rigs, or you watch something and sometimes do something new, and
Yeah.
we now learn that when we do all these things, it's called hacking.
Yeah.
So Hack Your House, we saw, was a interesting TV show. So we found a lot of things that we have done in here
We
was
were
done
like,
in
"Oh,
there.
that-
And like,
yeah, yeah."
oh, so now we're hacking our house. That's what it's called. So we're trying to be, you know, with the
Taught me a new word
with the
today.
in crowd.
But thank you
Thank
you for
you.
your
Oh,
time.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Really
And your
appreciate it.
website again?
It's customtravelhomes.com.
And I'll put a link in the comments below.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
I
Thank you
appreciate
all.
it. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Well, they say here at the HDT rally, it's information overload. So we're going to just give you little bits and pieces to entice you, maybe, to make your decision to attend one of the rallies. But once again, we want to say thank you to all of you who have been following us along. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on our journey as Rickey and I are soaring together. Thanks for watching.